Thank you for joining me today for Business Pointers training session. Today we're going to go over some simple steps to create an AR or sales invoice in our finance application. If you're not in the finance application, you can get there by using our apps dropdown and choosing finance from the drop-down list. Once you're in the finance application, you can go over to the receivables tab and click on the AR invoice. Now there are two ways you can go ahead and create your accounts receivable or sales invoice, and you can do this through either a copy using this button here or an add new to create a brand new record. Today we're going to do this through the add new button. So the first thing you need to do is create your invoice number. Now you can also use number setup to have this auto-generated for you. Today we're going to call this INV 800, and as you notice, it is creating a barcode for this. You then go ahead and choose who your customer is. This is an auto-suggest field, so you can either search by customer name or you can go ahead and search by the customer code. So today we're using San Diego Friction, and as you notice here, we already have a contact connected to this, so it's going ahead and pulling that contact person for you. Your delivery date is going to default to today's date. You will be able to change that, and you'll also be able to find when you expect this to be due. So we're going to have this due on November 30th. Now, if you're using an invoice for both services and items, you can go ahead and choose both. It defaults to item for you. Now, if this is being converted from a sales order, you will automatically get a reference type of sales order here, and it'll give you the reference number. But we're doing this as a standalone, so there will be no reference type or reference number for this. So now we're going down to the item tab. The item tab is going to list what items you are selling to your customer. And again, this is an auto-suggest or field that you can either use the name or the code. So we are going to use embroidery machines today as our item. And then we'll be able to choose which warehouse this item is being pulled from. There may be multiple warehouses, so you may have multiple options here. After that, you can enter how many items you are giving to this customer through this invoice, and we are giving them 100 items that we're selling them. Now you do have the ability to do a line item discount or an overall discount for this customer. And you can also define any taxes that may be associated with this customer's location or this item type. If there is a shipping address or a billing address associated with that customer, you can choose it from the drop-downs. And you can also go ahead and have journal entries created and view and assign any payment terms or payment methods you may have for this customer. Now, if these are already listed in your customer master, these will automatically fill in for you. Now, if you notice, this is an automatic journal entry, so it's going to go in and create your journal entry for you. And you'll be able to view which journals and accounts it's actually going to hit. If you have any freight information, you can go ahead and have that filled in here. You also have the ability to add in tax information or add any attachments you may need for this invoice. Now, once you have finished adding in any of the details you need, you just have to scroll down to the bottom of the page and hit the Save button. And this will go ahead and create your invoice. Now, in this case, we did not have a journal entry defined for automatic journal entry. Therefore, we would have to go in and manually do this journal entry. However, you can have automatic journal entry defined for any of your accounts. Now, if we go back to list view, you'll be able to see that our invoice 800, here, let me find it, is now showing in our list view. Now, once a payment's been made, we can go in and close it, and we can also go in and receive payments, but that would be through another page, and we'll go into more detail that in another video. Thank you for joining me today on our simple steps on how to create a sales invoice video.